everyone, welcome back to the Purple Prim Apothecary. I'm your hostess Natalie. Today I am doing a video that is specific to a person. I received a package today from my sister, Coriann, who has just recently started discovering her witchy powers. It was only a matter of time, but she sent me a package and she wanted me to open it up. She wanted to see it. My family lives in San Antonio and I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, so she wanted to see my face. So here's the face. I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and I'm probably going to set it on the floor and just pull things out, so I may bend down quite a bit, and I apologize for that. Just there's not a lot of room to work here on the couch. If you're seeing little wispy wispies, it's not spirits, it's just my incense. I got some dragon's blood going here because it's been one of those days and dragon's blood makes me feel good. So I had some going this morning, have some going now. I have some wonderful incense, Dia de los Muertos incense from Ganesh that's dulce de leche fragrance that I was burning earlier today. And I was super tempted, but it's very sour-y, and I decided I was going to save it for sour. My daughter gave it to me for, I think, my birthday last year, Christmas. Alright! Oh, there is some lovely purple paper that I just ripped. Oops. And there is a card that says, open me first. So, I'm going to open that. Oh, this is adorable. I want y'all to see the little fat cat on the bag. My husband absolutely despises cats. And I would love to have a cat. I want one of those cats with the human face. But there's just no way I'll be able to have one. So any fat cat I can have, I'll take. Alright. Sorry. Oh, look, she wrote something in the witch's alphabet. You know what? I guess I should just fess up and tell you guys, this coming Saturday, is my birthday. And so, I'm actually going to read this because it's very cute. She said in there, inside this box you will find treasures of a witchy kind, charged with the energy of a new moon night, promises of new beginnings, love and light. Packed with sisterly love and care, lots of goodies you'll find in there, and then happy birthday. And I love you bunches too. Thank you very, very much. So, I appreciate that. And normally I don't read the cards out loud because it's usually personal in my opinion, but that was so cute I thought I would. Alright, so let's dive in, shall we? Alright, so we have, the first thing that I have is a flower. I'm going to assume it's an orchid because it's dried and I can't really tell from where it is, but orchids are my favorite flowers. So I'm assuming that this is a purple and white orchid, and I like the little orange bag. So always have need for things like that because I can use them in other things or charms them. And several little packages here, so I'm going to just save those two, I think, for the end. One of it might just be packing. Now we have this lovely box. It says, life is my favorite adventure. I'm going to open it. I don't know if it's the box itself or if there's something in it. Ooh, there's something in it. She sent me a shell, like a little miniature smudging shell, which is good actually because I have some small smudge sticks. I have some Palo Santo and some other sage, and then I have one other one. I can't remember what it is, but off the top of my head. But they come like in a 3-pack, and they're about this big. I get them from the organic store. And oh, look at that. A mockingbird feather. I love mockingbirds. I have mockingbirds that live in my trees, and one of them literally comes, and when I come out the door and I kind of chirp at it, I'll go. They know that, and he will fly up onto the rain gutter. And they always gift me with their flowers, but I like this because she's taking the time to wrap it in purple. So it's like a little mini smudgy thing. I likes. Okay. And that's exactly what it is, because in here, I'm trying to get this out. This is adorable. She must have gone to the new club. Okay, so there is some white sage, and look at this, the most adorable little holder. This, for those of you that aren't familiar with what this is a little holder. You set it down. I'm having a hard time getting it to do the right thing. You set it like this, and then you just set your little smudge pot in there. Your little seashell sits on that like that, and it holds your smudge while you're not using it. So it's got some very soft, nice and soft white sage here. Very cool. Thank you. Actually, what's funny is I was just thinking that I needed something that was smaller and more portable, because when I do house cleansings for people, it's very hard to take my giant abalone shell. I'm always afraid I'm going to end up breaking it. So having something small and portable like this, and you know this is going to get reused, is really, really good. I appreciate that very much. This is perfect for going out there. And then inside the box also are some, looks like citrine, either aventurine or bloodstone. Oh, it's bloodstone. Bloodstone. And an amethyst. Can't ever have too many crystals. Never. I need to get myself a really good book on crystals. So if anybody has any suggestions, I am open to hearing. I've heard that the Crystal Bible is good, but I want something that has good color illustrations, because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not as versed in my crystals as I should be. Some of them look very similar to me, and no, Trina's too busy to bother, so otherwise I'm going to ask her for a little more help, but I know she's very busy and I don't want to bother her. Now, caviar, by the way, is not referring to the food. This is an eyeglass box, and I'm quite certain she didn't send me any caviar sunglasses. Then again, maybe she did. Oh, I think these are my daughter's sunglasses. That's what these are. Sneaky in the caviar box. These are my daughter's sunglasses. She left in San Antonio last time we were there. She'll be happy to have those back. As a matter of smack, she should be back pretty soon. She's taken her, I understand now, ex-boyfriend to work, but they were supposed to talk and work things out. He's a Scorpio. She's a Libra. He's a Scorpio. You know how that is. Okay. He has all those traits. Jealousy, possessiveness, yada, yada, yada. Okay, then now we have this lovely little package here. Has a little bow on the sticker. That's very cute. Okay, my dogs are doing some weird stuff over here. I'm not sure what they're doing. Alright. It's her first one. Look at that. It's got some glitter on the end. Haha. This actually is perfect for the travel altar that Trina gave me years ago, because I'm actually going out of town this weekend for my birthday, apparently. I'm going to Shreveport. And yes, I've already looked up metaphysical shops in Shreveport. There's one on Yoree Street, so guess where I'll be going for my birthday. But in any case, we're going to Shreveport. I guess we're leaving when he gets off work on my birthday, and we're driving to Shreveport and staying on the river in an Airbnb out there. And this will be perfect to go in there. So now I've got the little book of shadows that Maria sent me, and I have a little wand and even a small smudge kit to put into that. If I can put that all in there. That's perfect. Alright, and yep, there's more. Alright, so these are herbs that she has either picked herself or has acquired fresh. 1 second, my phone is buzzing. I'm assuming it's either my husband or my child. So I'm going to take a quick peek there. Oh yes, it's my husband. I hate my job so much. Well, if you don't like it, change it. Alright. We have cinnamon. Never can have enough of that. Cloves, definitely a need. And what's great is you can use those in the kitchen and here. We have some fresh basil. Very nicely dried out. Let's see, what else do I have? This looks like thyme. Yep, English thyme. And mint, I think. Looks like mint. Yes, peppermint. And the last one looks like I'm not sure what that is. It looks a lot like a small form of mint. I might be able to tell by the sun. That's funny, she has a question mark on it, so I guess she doesn't know what it is either. Let's see. You know what? It's something from the mint family. I'm not sure what kind of mint it is. Might be spearmint, but it's from the mint family. I've dropped some of that in my tea. Helps with the stomach. For those of you that are familiar with the chakras, I carry all of my stress in my solar plexus chakra. I've had ulcers since I was 18. So mint and anything that helps unail the tummy is appreciated. So thank you very much. I'm going to have to resort through all of my herbs because I have herbs here at the house, that I have herbs at my office, which that's where my witchy cabinet actually is. My office has become my witchy space. I have my little area over here on this half of the study, but I'm not allowed to spread out to the rest of it because I have an office. And actually the problem is my office has very little storage space. So now that I actually have the whole building, because I have both suites in the building now, but one of them is a therapy suite, and I really want to keep it separate from my personal office space because that's where all my witchy stuff is. I keep my herb cabinet locked up because my landlord does sometimes enter the building without telling me she's going in there. I know they're not supposed to do that, but I try not to leave anything out. But I was actually going to be taking my cauldron and maybe even Lucille over there. Problem is, Lucille's very heavy, and she's very heavy, and I don't want to transport her. So I'm debating what I'm going to do. I might just leave her where she is and use her here at the house, and then get a smaller one to have at the office. Alright, so now to the two packages that I did not open. This one I think is just packing material. Indeedly-do, which is fine because guess what? I can actually use that. I may have another giveaway coming up soon. Alright, and then this, I think I know what this is. I am suspecting that these are CBD oils. My sister, for those of you that do not know, is a distributor of CBD oil. She also makes massage oils with CBD in it and some other stuff. So this is, I'm certain what that is. So if you need a good supplier of CBD oils, let me know and I'll hook you up with my sister. This has an adorable little bunny on it. She knows I love animals. You just get in trouble for bringing all kinds of critters in the house. Lizards, frogs, toads. I love the toads we had around the house. More toads than frogs, actually. Lightning bugs by the jar. Always let them out the next day. Butterflies. Always let them out the next day, too. Yeah, that sort of thing. Alright. Yes. CBD oil. Perfect. And for those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, you know that a couple of years ago when my husband was putting up the Christmas lights for me, because we used to go all out, deck the house out, he fell off the ladder putting up the lights in the back. Thank God it was the short ladder, not the tall ladder, because the tall ladder probably would have killed him. I was holding the ladder at the time, and he thinks I was paying attention to the dog, but the fact of the matter is I was looking up, and I had both hands on the ladder when it happened. He went to take a step down and actually ended up putting his foot behind the other foot, and he started to wobble, and at that point I'm kind of going, do I catch him? Do I move the glass table out of the way? Do I put a chair in it? Or what do I do? Because the man is like a foot taller and about 200 pounds heavier than I am. So, you know, here I am going, man, he blames me for letting him fall off the ladder. But his shoulder has given him a lot of trouble since. And I cannot get the man to try anything that is alternative. So, yes, I'm going to drop this in the man's coffee. And or orange juice. He must have coffee in the morning, and he must now demand a glass of orange juice as well. So I'm thinking that a couple of drops of this in his coffee may help him out. that is my daughter. I'm going to pause this just a moment. Okay. I am so sorry about that. It was my daughter, though, so my daughter, she must come first. All right, I have 2 more things to open. I have a birthday card that I'm not going to share, but Coriann, you'll still be older, hon. But I have another package here. This one says, I love mutts. That's a good thing, because I'm a mutt, or so is she. Our background is Welsh, Scottish, Irish, Dutch, French, and a little bit of Native American on our mother's father's side. She was Cherokee. So, ooh, this looks like some foot scrubber, citrus sun. I'm not sure what the other one is, but I think it's a citrusy ginger scrub. I love the jar. I wonder where you find the jars. Probably Michael's, but I haven't seen any there like this. Smells good. Smells amazing. It'll be good. I'll scrub my feet down with that later. So I'll give myself a pedicure. I'm po, so I don't go get it done anymore. Alright, and this looks like me and her. Guess which one's me and guess which one's her. Alright. I do believe the big guy's name is Max, which is funny because he was kind of a derpy character in the movie. And my daughter's dog was Max, and he was kind of a derpy character. The most joyful dog I've ever seen. Oh my God, when it would snow, he would just hop outside. He would hop, and he was like fat. He was a fat beagle, and he would hop up and down and snap at the snow, and it was the funniest darn tootin' thing I've ever seen. I miss that dog. He died prematurely of cancer. Part of it was that our stupid vet at the time missed it. It wasn't until we took him to another vet. They kept telling us it was his thyroid. And this is Sunshine Rainwater. So, I'm assuming it's either it was a day where the sun was shining and it was still raining, because that seems to happen a lot here in Texas where we have very confused weather, or it's rainwater she charged in the sun, which is hunky-dory, because I can always find a use for that. Actually, I can definitely find a use for that. In fact, I'm formulating a use for that in my head as I speak. So, that was everything in the box. It was a good sized box, and I really appreciate everything inside. New goodies, always appreciated. So I'm very excited. I'm really, really jazzed about this little guy here, because he's definitely going to make a fantastic little travel smudge that I can take. And this way, too, I'll have something very simple and easy that I can utilize, like I said, when I do house cleansings, but also for small space. Like, I might leave my big one here and take this one to the office with me, or vice versa. And that way, I can create myself a cleansed and sacred space right off the bat wherever I am. That's really nice. And the shell is beautiful, too. It's really pretty and white and pearly on the inside. And all the little sage bits. So, awesome sauce. I still say she may have taken a trip to the Unlimited Thought bookstore without me. For those of you that are in the San Antonio area, if you're not familiar with it, they're off Bandera Road? Blanco Road? Might be Blanco. It's just up from the hotel I stay at when I go. There is a shop called Unlimited Thought. You can look it up online. But they are a pretty good sized shop, and they had a good amount of supplies, a great variety of books and tapestries and pages for your Book of Shadows, tarot cards, crystals. They had just about everything, even a few resources for kids, which I want to say something, but I'm not going to right now. But in any case, this was lovely, and I'm super excited about all the stuff that's in it, because I'm so busy thinking, what can I do with all of this stuff now? I'm already formulating ideas of what I'm going to do with it, where I want to put it, and how I'm going to use it. So I very much appreciate it. thank you very much, Coriann. I do appreciate it. I love you too. Miss you bunches. Hopefully soon I can get back and see you again.